Not many people know this, but the Negev Desert in Israel has some of the most amazing hiking and trekking trails. The trails are safe, well-marked, well-mapped, easily accessible by public transportation, but most importantly, simply breathtaking. It doesn't take much to organize a trek in the Negev. You got your backpack, some food, a good trails map, and a hat, kind of like the cat in the hat. Getting a few friends to go with you is always a good idea too. You're obviously going to need water, but how much water? And how do you even carry water for a multiple-day hike in the desert? Recommended amount of water for a full day of hiking is between 5 and 6 liters. Most hikers can carry that amount pretty easily, but if you're going out for more than one day, things will start getting heavy. In the last few years, the popular solution for this problem has been water caching, a package of water bottles left in an agreed location for hikers to refill along the way. These caches are usually left around campgrounds, and that way, hikers can walk from campsite to campsite with a small day pack and water for only one day on their back. But how do you get the water cached for you? In theory, you could do it yourself. Take a day to go out to the remote campsites and leave bottles in each one. But in reality, you're going to need a Jeep for this. The other, more convenient option is to pay a local Jeep driver to cache the water for you. You can find several local companies that offer this kind of service, and some of them will even drive to the campground to meet you face to face at a set time to hand you the water bottles and collect your trash. The problem is that a delivery like that can cost several hundred shekels, depending on how remote or hard to access the campsites are. It is pricey, but you have to remember that it's not the water you're paying for. Expensive maintenance, gas, and time all add up to high operating costs even before the Jeep company makes any profit. Just for the sake of the argument, try calling a cab to drive the same distance and time as the Jeep would. The cost will stop you even before you add the tough terrain into the equation. So how can you get the price down? The WaterDrop network was developed in order to give a sustainable solution to the cost of trekking. Let's see how it works. Hikers and backpackers send in their requests for treks in the Negev. Each hiker lists his or her planned trail, the expected dates, and the number of people in their party. We collect these requests, find matching parties, and invite local suppliers and Jeep companies to bid for the delivery. The lowest bidder gets one order from us to deliver the water to several parties at the same campsite. The different groups of hikers don't have to know each other and don't have to look for partners. We take care of all of that. Each hiker only pays his or her relative share of the cost, and the Jeep driver gets a fair compensation for his time and effort. Social justice in nature. As opposed to regular market rules, the more demand there is for a delivery at a specific spot, the lower the cost for the end customer, the hiker. Curious to find out more? Want to reserve water deliveries or caches for your next trek? Go to our website and you'll also find some great hiking tips and recommendations for the amazing treks of the Negev Desert.